If you're curious about Tesla's prospects for growth, hang on tight because some experts believe the electric vehicle company could be valued at an incredible $4.5 trillion in just 10 years. Yes, you read that right. Mutual fund manager and entrepreneur Gary Black is the one making this prediction, and he has remained optimistic about Tesla despite recent setbacks. But how is this possible? How can a car company reach such incredible heights? In this video, we'll examine Black's reasoning, as well as the potential drivers, so fasten your seatbelts, because this might be an incredible journey. But first, hit that click the subscribe button to meet Gary Black, an investor and financial professional with established a reputation for himself in the banking and investment management industries. He is a well-known market and stock analyst, providing analysis and views on a range of financial matters as a seasoned financial industry specialist. Gary Black has a positive prognosis for Tesla's stock price, speculating that despite the electric vehicle company's recent setbacks, it may rise by a factor of 7. With Gary Black's optimistic perspective, I think Tesla holds a lot of promise and might be a terrific investment opportunity for those who are prepared to take the risk. Many investors are anxious to learn more about Tesla's growth potential and future prospects. Waiting for a tweet to surface is the best way to stay informed on Black claims that this is the only way to raise the price of Tesla's shares. Gary Black considered Ron Barron's recent prediction that Tesla will be valued at $4.5 trillion by the end of the 2020s, with the exception of Gary is an American entrepreneur and mutual fund manager. Ron Barron has high hopes for Tesla too. He is the creator of Barron Capital, an investment management company that is in charge of managing billion-dollar assets. As a well-respected figure in the financial industry, Barron is known for his long-term investment strategies, which involve purchasing stocks and holding onto them for a number of years. He has invested in many well-known companies over the years, including Tesla, and like Gary, he is still bullish on Tesla. Barron estimates that the stock of Tesla could rise by 570%, or $4.5 trillion, over the next 10 years. Ron Barron, who has over 50 years of expertise in the investing industry and has invested in high-growth firms across numerous sectors, including technology, is widely regarded as one of the most successful investors of the generation, despite the company's recent tragedies. Consumer products and healthcare Barron has a net worth of more than $5 billion and is well known for his charitable contributions to organizations like the arts, education, and medical research. Predictions state that investors all around the world place a great value on his views and methods. The value of Tesla stock, which was trading for less than $200 per share at the time this video was made, is predicted to rise to between $500 and $600 per share by 2025, providing investors with a potential gain of 2.5 to 3.5 times over the following 10 years. The economy is also expected to grow significantly, with estimates of $4.5 trillion during that time. Barron's optimistic forecast for the next 10 years predicts that Tesla would sell 2 million cars annually, a substantial rise over the 1.3 million cars the company sold in 2017, according to Musk's calculations. According to Barron, by 2030, Tesla should have sold 20 million vehicles annually at a price of $50,000 apiece, generating $1 trillion in sales with running expenses of about 30%, or $300 billion overall. Ron Barron estimated that Tesla's worth would reach $4.5 trillion by 2030, while Gary Black came to the same conclusion. Considering a $30 billion market valuation, a 30 PE, and at its present stock price of $1,266, Tesla EVS is predicted to earn $42 per share in 2030, CAGR for EPS of 15. The market capitalization of the company is already at $4.5 trillion. But many Tesla investors are worried about the company's involvement with Twitter Incorporated and how that could impact the business, which is expected to have its worst year ever. Fun LLC is currently managing $50 million worth of Tesla shares, and as of mid-December, there is no CEO at Tesla. Tesla's stock experienced a roughly 6% decline. Musk had a difficult weekend on Twitter, calling out people for disclosing their pronouns without asking, insulting the company's former director of trust and safety, and demanding the arrest of Anthony Fauci, a significant U.S. government medical expert. It's no secret that Black people really admire Berkshire Hathaway CEO and Chairman Warren Buffett. A fan of the market's short-term performance is Warren Buffett. Similar to a voting machine's behavior and its long-term similar behavior to a scale, Tesla has enhanced its image by hiring Elon Musk, Martin Vita, a director of investor relations, and Hiromichi Mizuno as a board member. An early and outspoken Tesla supporter named Ross Gerber tweeted his concern to the board of directors, asking to know who was in charge of running the business on a daily basis. Elon Musk's goals will help Tesla, according to Gerber, who also said that the company needs a dedicated CEO. Tesla is doing well, despite Musk leaving to become CEO of Twitter. Tesla's stock price fell to 54.31, making 2022 the company's worst year for months. Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter has alarmed Tesla investors. At one point, investors were spreading the word about a potential economic downturn and rising prices, which caused the CEO of Tesla to decide to back out of the agreement and concentrate on the electric car firm. As a result, the stock price of Tesla continued to decline. Additionally, Tesla slowed down the rate at which it shipped cars. Since late October, when Tesla acquired Twitter, the stock price of Tesla has dropped by 28%. On December 13, Musk said that while he could not alter the course of the economy, Tesla will succeed in the long haul. He would ensure that Tesla shareholders gain from Twitter in the long run. He went on to discuss those tactics. Stillness reigned shocked investors on a July weekend when Elon Musk tweeted that he was still in charge of Tesla and SpaceX, but that the teams were so productive that he was hardly ever needed. Musk made this announcement a week ago. SpaceX was formerly known as Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. The consensus estimate for Tesla's EPS in 2030 is 100. If profits increase by 15% between 2030 and 2035, a 30x multiple makes sense. In 2030, a price of $3,600 would yield a profit of $1,400 before the August stock split. The value of a single Tesla share was $232. The Easy Company's stock price remains steady, which makes a buyback logical, even if it has dropped dramatically from $2,322 in July to just under $200 currently. Gary Blacks believes that Tesla should repurchase its stock because it is now trading at a discount. Exchanges. A stock buyback, also called a share repurchase, is a process where the company uses its cash reserves to buy back some of its outstanding shares from the market. This means that the company reduces the number of shares available for public trading, and therefore for the total number of shares outstanding to decrease. The company may do this for various reasons, such as to increase the value of remaining shares to signal to investors that it believes in the Tesla brand. Bull and institutional investor Gary Black has advocated for a buyback of Tesla shares at this particular. The company's earnings are divided among fewer shares after a buyback, which may increase earnings per share EPS and make the remaining shares more appealing to investors. However, it's important to note that the decision to buy back shares can also impact the company's financial position, such as its liquidity and debt levels. Shares are undervalued, or to use excess cash to return value to shareholders. The excess supply of Tesla shares and purchases would be curtailed and would need to monetary if Twitter and Audio were found guilty. Twitter would benefit since both companies' stock prices would rise 3 years later when Black suggested they could repurchase it. Black stated that the company had $18.9 billion in cash on hand and $100 billion in free cash flow projected from earnings over the next 3 years, which was more than enough to fund the $10 billion buyback. This estimate takes into account all possible capital investments, which could total more than $35 billion for Tesla's high-value projects, such as the Optimus robot or new gigabit internet connections. In an open letter to Tesla's board of directors, Robotaxi founder Gary Black presented his thoughts. The firm continues, saying that Tesla is the biggest investor in the future fund because of its faith in Tesla's management and product concepts. Will Gary Black's prediction come true? Time will tell, but one thing is certain: the finance industry is always evolving, and professionals like Gary Black will continue to provide insightful analysis to help us navigate the market. This concludes today's video. Please share your thoughts in the space below. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you in the next one.